Appearing before the WTO's General Council in Geneva on Thursday, she said WTO is in urgent need of reform, and nominations from 8 countries have been submitted, including 3 African candidates. Amina Mohamed, a 58 Kenyan Sport and Culture Cabinet Secretary, who was ambassador to WTO in 2008 and the first woman to chair WTO's General Council. She ran for the Director General post and successfully in 2013.
This vital system is being tested as never before. The WTO was already in difficulties before COVID-19 struck. Its negotiating function had faltered, with only limited successes in the last 25 years, despite the launch of the Doha round of negotiations at the beginning of the century. Trade tensions have increased, and the dispute settlement system has been compromised. There is widespread acknowledgement among WTO members that the WTO is in urgent need of reform. I think Africa takes the WTO very seriously. And that's the reason why the caliber of the candidates that have come forward is so distinct and so high. And I don't think that Africa should be penalized for putting forward, a number of candidates. There are 54 countries on the continent, after all. And we have different, parts of that the conference, the continent. So basically, I think that one should not be penalized for putting candidates up to take up, a position.
I'm confident that Japan will also look at the candidates. When they actually look at the candidates to Japan, what's almost important is the persons, the candidates' competence and capability to save and enhance the WTO and also to take WTO reform. So in that regard, I will reach out to Japanese colleagues and will present my vision for the WTO, and I'm confident they will also approach this issue rather than in the perspectives from the perspectives of the disputes, but from the perspectives of saving and promoting the multilateral trading system.
I do believe that the role of the DG of WTO is, first of all, to be an honest broker between the WTO members and to be able to actively engage in both listening to the concerns expressed and to the actions taken by certain members with a view to provide its offices, the good offices of the WTO DG, to engage the members involved, and particularly Washington and Beijing, in a dialogue process.
So far, you're up to date with what is making the